Here to solve this Tapa cipher puzzle by Prasanna Seshadri. It's got GMP wow wow as its theme. It's spelling out some words with the letters, and one of the first things we'll do, we'll shift over to the number mode, is we have to identify what some of these values are. A WOW with two W's is going to need to have the W be a 1 or a 2. An MMW with two M's is going to need to have the M be a 1 or a 2. So we've got those values marked off. We can now come back to something like this WWO and say that the O has to be now 3 or larger. There are no 0 values for these givens. If that's a 3 as the O, then W can be 1, and if O were 4, there wouldn't be a valid way for this to be. So marking with number, we're going to come over to something like this mode and say this is 113, this is 113, this is 13, this is 13, this is 3. That now coming back where the W was a 1 means that M is 2, 2, 2, 1 is good. This will be 2, 1. This will have a 2 and then some other value. 1 through 3 are all spent, so the smallest this can be is a 4, and 2, 4 is actually as large as that can go. 2, 5 can't be a valid clue. So as we start out, we've identified all of the values. 2, 4 will look like this pattern with one or other of these cells shaded in. 1, 3 in a corner will look like this pattern. We've got to use this for connectivity. Same thing over on this side. 113 with a diagonal marked white cell will always take these cells, and you'll have like these as white or these as white, something like that going on. One thing to see, let's sort of come back. So P is now marked, and it's got one big section, and the extremes of this are all shaded, so that has to fully come across. So this is a case where, coming back to candidates, this is a 7, this is a 7, and we'll take it from there. 2, 2, 1 in a corner is forced, so this cell can't be reached out to if you use it, but to get 5 shaded cells around with 3 unused in the remaining has to come like this. So this gets shaded in. For this to be 2, 1, and this shaded section to get back into the Tapa, it's going to have to take this quick shoot. It can't go across the bottom to get out. So this is how we take 2 cells but stay connected. There's going to be one more cell coming in here. Having marked in the 7, we have an unusable cell by a 2 by 2 rule. That means this is going to have to extend out. That finishes the 3 for the 113. This is going to have to extend up to stay connected. This group in the lower right is going to have to come out to get connected, and so it's going to have to come up like this. These get unmarked. We need to take one more cell here. So this is standard Tapa thinking to get the bottom done. You now have this cell that has to come out to get connected. That's going to finish this 113 clue. We'll mark our finished clues in. This cell is unused. We now have to get across the top to get basically these regions on the right connected over. So this 3 clue from the O is going to have to come through the bottom or through the top. Notice if it came through the top, it would mark off all these cells and isolate the rest. So this has to come through the bottom of the O. And then coming through the bottom of the O, it's going to extend here. It's going to take this cell, but mark this unused. So the 7 around the P is going to take this. And for connectivity, we're going to come through here. These are all unmarked. This is going to have to connect up to these shaded groups. So this gets marked in, this gets marked in. And now to get the 2, 4 complete, we take this last cell and we finish the puzzle. So a pretty tricky 2-state Tapa, but the Cipher week has a set of harder puzzles in general. It began by marking the W, M, and O clues based on low values, getting the rest of the numbers placed, and then really just some Tapa connectivity steps, like getting around this 2, 1 clue in the bottom and getting around the 3 clue at the top are 2 different key points for the puzzle. So hopefully you got something through this talk through video, and we'll see you again soon.